People who live in southern Alberta are familiar with Highway 3, which runs west through Gosnest Pass. If you've been this way, you know that as you enter the pass, you'll drive through a wasteland of rock, huge boulders stretching for some distance on both sides of the highway. They've been there more than 100 years. They're going to be there a lot longer. This is Frank's Slide. The natives that lived in the area called Turtle Mountain the mountain that walks, and they never camped at its base. The little town of Frank was built directly below the mountain, just 600 or so people, and founded on the coal mining industry. A thriving little burg, it had a banker, a lawyer, shops, 4 hotels, and was headed for prosperity. The night of April 28, 1903, most of the residents went to bed as usual. A normal night. 17 miners went to work the night shift, deep in the mountain tunnels. At 4:10 the next morning, 30 million cubic meters of limestone broke free of the mountain summit and hurtled down toward the valley below. 44 kilometers east in Pincher Creek, people awoke and marveled at this sound of thunder from a clear sky. My grandmother was one of the people to be awakened and puzzled by the strange noise. Less than 100 seconds, it was over. Frank was silent and still again, only dust floating over the site where more than 70 people had just died. And the night shift miners? They were trapped in the mountain and sat pondering their last few hours of life. Then one of them looked up, and in the light of his headlamp could see that over their heads stretched a black seam of coal. Coal is hard, but being miners, they knew it was softer than rock. They set to work with picks and shovels and mined their way out of the mountain, out of death. 13 hours later, a parade of blackened, weary figures came trudging into what was left of the little town of Frank. The surviving citizens were amazed, astounded, frightened. At first, they thought they were seeing the ghosts of the men they'd given up for dead. Today, you can visit the Frank Slide Interpretive Center, built over the site, and learn the full story of this old Alberta tragedy. Often, people say as they walk around, they can feel a presence in the area. Do they feel the losses? Feel the spirits of the people who died there? I don't know. The natives say the mountain will walk again.